Gentlemen, how's that working out for you? 13,000 private sector jobs added in June. If you divide 13,000 by 50, just for illustration purposes, you get 260 jobs created in the private sector per state. 260 jobs per state. This is Herbert Hoover type stuff. Obama is Herbert Hoover. Except Hoover wasn't trying to do it. Obama is. Great to have you, folks. Rush Limbaugh, fastest week in media. Already, what was this? This Wednesday. Damn, 800-282-2882 if you want to be in the program. The email address, lrushbaugh@eibnet.com. Obama is Herbert Hoover. You know, they used to call those unemployment camps Hoovervilles. Well, now we're going to see Obamavilles springing up all across the nation. 13,000 private sector jobs created last month. That means we only have 7,987,000 jobs to go until we reach where we were before. Except, and that's total 8 million, except Vice President Bite Me said that we're never going to get those jobs back. And at this rate, this may be the first accurate thing that Vice President Bite Me has said in quite a while. That's what I say, Snurdly. Hoover was trying to fix things. Obama's not. The only difference is Obama's doing this on purpose. Hoover wasn't. The whole country's Obamaville. The whole country, Obamaville. Obama's America. We have destroyed our economy. The way to look at this, we have destroyed our economy to create 13,000 jobs. In 1 month, 260 jobs per state. This is day 9 of the summer of recovery. On day 9 of the summer of recovery, we get this news. 13,000 jobs in June. 260 per state. And it's even less than that if you divide it by 57, which is the number of states Obama said he visited during the campaign. As I point out, though, this is being done on purpose. Now, according to Obama, this is progress because we're not losing 700,000 jobs a month. Now, consider how stupid that is. We were never going to lose 700,000 jobs per month for years and years because we don't have enough people working age to lose 700,000 jobs every month for years and years. So here we have the first president in history, to my knowledge anyway, who actually wants his nation to fail. And, by the way, Wall Street Journal today, why Obamanomics has failed. You realize how cutting edge your host and this program was back on January 16th of 2009. I hope he fails. Why Obamanomics has failed. This is Alan Meltzer in the Wall Street Journal today. Uncertainty about future taxes and regulations is enemy number one of economic growth. Amen. Right on, right on, right on. We're going to have massive tax increases hitting next January. People still not sure how much it's going to cost them, particularly businesses. That's why there's no hiring. 13,000 jobs in June. I took heat. And in some sectors, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still taking heat for saying I wanted Obama to fail. But I wanted him to fail because I want the nation to succeed. We now see that Obama succeeding does not equal the nation succeeding. And that is a major, major thing for people to have to come to grips with. Because you remember when I said, I hope he fails, people said, oh, Limbaugh voting against the country. Limbaugh wants the country to fail. It was just the exact opposite. Obama succeeds, gets what he wants. What happens to you? What happens to your job? What happens to your taxes? What happens to your private sector? Obama is praised for wanting the nation to fail in order for him to succeed. Listen to this headline. This is brilliant headline from Reuters. Hiring by private companies up slightly in June. Up slightly, 13,000 jobs, 260 per state. The country is Obamaville. And they say, hiring by private companies up slightly in June. Headline ought to be, Obama spent us into bankruptcy for this? 13,000 jobs a month? Now, you couple this with the consumer confidence number. I told you yesterday, the drive-bys, they're depressed as they can be, because it was supposed to be panacea. This was supposed to be utopia. Everything 18 months in, liberalism unchecked. It wasn't going to be Detroit nationwide. It was going to be the Garden of Eden. It was going to be everybody who can't afford a house is in a house anyway, so it's fair. Everybody who wants a job is going to have a job, digging ditches or what have you. It hasn't happened. And now there's a disconnect between the American people and the president. Drive-bys don't like that. And this drop in consumer confidence. Investors Business Daily headline, no wonder. As the White House proclaims its recovery summer, this day 9, by the way, Americans are suddenly feeling pretty bad about things. Maybe it's because their can-do spirits come face-to-face with a can't-do government. Given the many serious problems faced with the country, the last thing we need is a government that runs up spending to unprecedented levels and then says, sorry, we can't fix anything. But that's exactly where we find ourselves today. After all of this spending, $1 trillion to destroy the private sector for 13,000 jobs. And there have been a couple of other stimulus packages since then for 13,000 jobs. We got Obama and Geithner saying, no, we're in the days of America being the engine of economic growth. No, those days are over. Vice President Biden, those 8 million jobs, we're never going to be able to replace them. There's not one person in any position of leadership anywhere in this regime or the Democrat Party that speaks positively about this country, its past or its future, certainly not its present. We have a party happily, apparently, to be presiding over the nation's decline, which in fact may be one of the purpose. This is unparalleled. Never in my lifetime has there been an administration that is so filled daily with depression, negativism, can't-do-ism. There is nothing that is reflective of American exceptionalism or the great American spirit represented anywhere in this regime. It's all melees. On Tuesday, Conference Board announced the Consumer Confidence Index declined sharply, erasing 3 months of gains. The Expectations Index, which gauges how consumers view prospects, plunged 16%. All this confirmed in the Investors Business Daily TIP poll released earlier in the month. We can only guess. But consumers and investors are looking 6 months to a year off, and they see massive debt growth, higher taxes, and tepid economic job growth. They are, to put it mildly, greatly disappointed. And there's not one word coming out of Washington from anybody in a leadership position which tells them it's going to be any different than how bad they are imagining it.